Cool. Welcome back to episode 11. Today we are going to understand how to stop a bad pattern which is called as event bus, basically event listeners. What's happening is, let's say you have a component A which fires an event. It's a custom event. So think of it this way: when you do element dot add event listener, right? Those events are defined by your web API, but you can also create a custom event which you can listen to on anywhere in JavaScript. Okay. Now think of it this way: the component A fires an event and component B listens. These two events are totally separate of each other. For some reason, both of them are dependent. I mean, B is dependent on A, right? There could be, of course, a reason for that. But the thing is, if you do it via event listeners, then the problem is that there is no clear cut React connection in the code base, right? Uh, and believe me, when you want to figure out what happened, what changed, uh, it will be a mess. It will be a mess to figure out what changed or why is some component behaving some way when other component is changing. Okay, there are few ways to cause those re-renders, right? And these are the only 5 ways that are allowed, no sixth. Okay, props, context, server state. Server state is basically API calls, state on the URL, and callbacks. That is it. And by context, we also mean any third party library like React, Zustand, etc. Right? Only these things should be allowed to cause re-renders. A event listener should not be allowed to do that. How do you create event listeners? You can create event bus, right? And then in that event bus, you can emit. Then there could be listeners in any other component which can do add event listener for that particular event. And that is how you will get custom event listeners, right? A good way, or a better example of something where you want some state change to update the state on other uh, component as well, as let's say there is a use query API, right? Which the query key for it is billing keys dot all, right, in this case, and some other component is doing a mutation there, right? Now, on that mutation, what you can do is you can just invalidate the query. What happens is, if that component is then open on your device, right? React query is very intelligent. If it's cached, it's invalidated, right? Then React query just automatically fetches its cache again, right? Basically, it does an API call again. So this is one pattern, right? Instead of using the event bus, this is one pattern. Another pattern would be to just simply use Redux or Zustand, right? Cool. Uh, just keep in mind, don't use custom event listeners at all. Uh, I'll see you in 12th episode, which is testing.